Hello friends, welcome to TTJ YouTube channel. Friends, in today's video, just we are going to see what is the data protector and how we can install the data protector. Okay, and also how we will see how we can integrate with the cell manager, GUI, and also we will install a client to take the backup. Okay, so this will be the completely practical video. Okay, so let's move further. First of all, let us discuss a bit what is data protector. Okay, so data protector is a basically backup software. Okay, so like here today agenda, main agenda is the to understand what is data protector and the some also backup architecture and components of it, this life cycle or workflow and integration with RHEL 8 or 9, installation and integration with also we can see with the Windows client. Okay, so complete implementation roadmap. So basically, HPE Data Protector is an enterprise-grade backup and recovery solution by HPE mainly, but currently owned by the OpenText. Okay, so currently owned by the OpenText. Here you can write OpenText. And time to time its owners are changing, so for current information you can also search it out. It supports basically physical, virtual, cloud, e-container workload platforms. Okay, so let me go here, start the slideshow from. Okay, so why data protection in enterprise environment? Because it's scalable architecture for large enterprise. Okay, it's strongly integrated with Linux, Oracle, SAP, Linux, Unix, SAP, VMware, AWS, and Azure cloud platforms. Okay, it's have advanced scheduling and automation capability. Disaster recovery and compliance readiness optimized for hybrid and multi-tier storage. So high-level architecture of this is like cell manager, that is the central control management server. Okay, installation server, software deployment point, from where we can deploy the software on clients, push the softwares. Client systems, it's basically a backup source from which we want to take the backup. Okay, and media agents are data movement engine, backup devices, disk libraries, tab, object storage, etc. Okay, core component of data protector is cell manager, metadata repository and policy engine. IDB is internal database that stores the backup catalog. What is backup catalog? Backup catalog store the information of devices on which what data object is backed up at what time and what is the their risk protection periods. Okay, and other important objects also it's stored. So it's a very important. You can think IDB is the completely brain of the your data protector. Okay, so media agent perform data transfer to backup targets. Okay, like to tapes. Okay, if your backup target is tape, otherwise your backup target may be the disk also. And disk agent is what is disk? It's read write backup data on the clients. Okay, so UI may be Java, GUI you can use the web UI, you can use the other, you can use the CLI tools also. So what will be the backup workflow? Backup job will be initiated by scheduler or manual trigger by the user interface. Okay, cell manager validate policy and resources. This agent read source data, and media agent stream data to the backup devices. Okay, so we will see it practically how it will happen. Okay, so don't worry about that. If you want to learn any other backup tools like Veeam, Commvault, then it's fine. This concept will be mostly same, 80% same. Concept will be same, just UI will be changed. So you don't have to worry about that. If you understand one tool, then you are ready for another tool also. because only UI will change. Most of the option will remain same. Okay, most of the concept will be remain same. So metadata is stored in the IDB as we already discussed. Okay, restore workflow will be like restore request submitted by the admin or application by UI. Shell manager locates backup objects in internal database. Okay, and media agent retrieve backup data. Disk agent restore data to the target system or client. Verification and post restore validation we can check by running that. Okay, so supported workload is like Linux file system is XFS64 LVM and many more modern file systems. Oracle database, it can directly integrate with the RMAN. Okay, but in most cases we use the logical backups or file system based backup with combination of RMAN. Okay, not the standalone, and it can easily integrate with VMware by the VEPA, okay, which is virtual environment and protection agent. Okay, so that will require the one extra VM. We can install it on the client or Windows, on which we will just install the UI. Okay, client components, containers, volume by plugins. Okay, so deployment model is like standalone send manager on RHEL 8 or 9 or distributed. This is the not with just this is for RHEL, but you can use any Linux operating system with that, like OEL, RHEL. No, RHEL is RHEL, OEL, and these are mostly used in enterprise. So I am showing here only. Otherwise, you can use any Linux. Just command will be changed. Like Linux based command will be changed. Might be some at some level it can change, but overall concept and everything will be remain same. Okay, so here we can also install it in high availability. Okay, using some cluster like KVM based cluster we can use, or we can use Windows Hyper-V cluster. Okay, so this is all for deployments model. If you are in enterprise, then most probably you are going to consider the high availability model or cluster model alongside the DR deployments. Okay, so network and data flow architecture will be like backup traffic flow from client to media agents. You can configure a separate network adapter for that, and metadata traffic between client and cell manager will transfer this, and optional SAN based backup by FC. Okay, like we can also join it directly with servers. In that case, we will not require any external like network adapter on our servers. That those are the completely LAN-free backup designs. So storage target option is supported like disk-based backup, deduplication storage, tape libraries, object storage S3 compatible, and cloud tiering and archiving, and also support the storage like HPE Electra and another type of storage. And the security architecture supports role-based access control, encrypted backup data in transit and rest, secure authentication between agents, compliance-ready logging and audit trials, integration with enterprise security and rest standards. Okay, so performance and optimization concept is like it's can support parallel backup stream, multiplexing and concurrency tuning, block level incremental backups, client-side compression, network bandwidth throttling. Okay, it means we can adjust the like how many load we have to give on our clients in form of percentage. So it's basically high availability and disaster recovery plan. It means we can use the cell manager protection strategies like IDB backup and replication, media agent redundancy, multi-site restore architecture, and bare metal recovery. Okay, so if you want to integrate with RHEL, so something we have to take in consideration is like SC Linux configuration, firewall port requirements, kernel parameters and file system support, system resources management, RPM dependency, and libraries. Okay, so pre-installation planning will be like hardware checking, CPU, RAM, storage, network, battery, and latency assessment, backup retention, RPO, RTO definitions, storage target selection, security and compliance requirement. What is the logical deployment design? Well, like we will use the one cell manager or RHEL 8.9 to media agents of backup VLAN 10 plus Linux client. So it's a basically example how your backup logical design can look. So implementation roadmap, OS preparation and patching, network storage provisioning, data protector installation, pro installation, hardening and tuning, backup policy creation and testing. Okay, so let me here one more thing I want to show you, like this is the official documentation by OpenText. Okay, here you can also confuse with microfocus, so don't be confused with microfocus. Microfocus is also OEM, previous OEM of this, okay, currently, but it's owned by the OpenText. This means microfocus is purchased by the OpenText. So HPE sold software to microfocus first of all, then microfocus also sold the same software to OpenText. So current OEM is OpenText. Although if you are saying anywhere like microfocus is your OEM of data protector and or HPE as a OEM of data protector, then it's also fine. What do you mean by OEM? So OEM is original equipment manufacturer. So this is the sample architecture for installing data protector. First of all, you need to plan as per your requirement. You have to plan, like in your case you are going to install on some another, like in Windows or in any other RHEL versions. Okay, so you have to check the read and release note and support metrics for that, and you have to decide the deployment mode, like in high availability or you want standalone deployment of the servers. Okay, so prepare. So first we have to meet the prerequisites, and then we can decide, like we can install the cell manager either on Unix or Windows. Like in our case we are going to install in Unix or Linux environment. Okay, so here we will just install the UI on Windows. Okay, so that's it for our architecture, but you can plan accordingly in the as per the state. And we will install some clients, install this on Windows and one Linux client. Okay, for in this practical video, and we'll create a simple demo of policy, how we can easily create a policy as per our requirement. Okay, so you have to access your requirement and you have to use your mind. This video will just create a concept, practical concept and theoretical concept for yourself, so that you will get confidence on this on any backup platform, not only on data protector. So these is the things that I am telling here. It's basically the thing will apply with any tool, like if you are planning with Vim or you are planning with Commvault, these things remain same. Okay, like you have to plan, you have to prepare, you have to check in which mode you want to install. Okay, these steps will remain same. Let me one more thing here. If you want to go with the OpenText Data Protector, what it's provide, then you can just visit this website. Okay, so it clearly mentioned what are the key features of this data protector. Okay, and what are the product highlights. Okay, like advanced virtual server protection by using snapshot method, storage integration with third-party storage arrays, cloud target integration is also here. You can see that. Okay, and this is the official document, not the my sheet. Okay, you can see that this is on official website. And data protector duplication, cloud target, as all things we already discussed mostly in our slides. Okay, so I am not going to go there, but if you want more information on that you can visit this website. And here two types of license data protector offers. That is, first one is Data Protector Express virtual license, you can say, and Data Protector Premium hybrid license. In mostly enterprise, we go with hybrid because there is no much license cost difference between these. And also one more thing, Data Protector provide IP based license. Okay, so you have to you plan first of all on which IP you want to deploy the data protector server. Okay, so accordingly we have to just they will create a license for that. Okay, and we have to download and upload those license either by using portal, either by using the backend. Okay, data protector server. But for this we will require only data protector 30 days license. Okay, it means trial license if you want to demo of this. Okay, otherwise if you have license, premium license or any license of data protector, you can continue with the practical video. Otherwise you can simply go onto the data protector website, just search here download data protector. I am going to cover with 24, so just search here download data protector 24 free. So it's basically the beam open test. Okay, here just go here and fill the details. It will provide the download link to you. Okay, I already downloaded because it's a very big size. Okay, just click on get a free trial and you have to fill the details. So this is the main. Okay, so you can sign up for free trial here from here. The same thing I already downloaded because its size is around big size. We also one more thing, we have to download it for Linux or Unix, and also you have to download for the Windows if you want any Windows based client in your environment. Okay, because Windows client is completely different. Okay, so just fill this sheet and you will able to get this. Okay, I already downloaded this. So here where are those files thing inside the. Okay, so here, so you will get this data protector 24.1.g and tar.gz file which has around 5.18 GB, and this one is for Windows that has size 443 GB. Okay, so these two files are important. All these three files are important basically, but these two are the required ones. Okay, so you need to download this. Okay, it's around 10 GB of size, more than 10 GB of size, so it's not possible to download this in duration of this video. Okay, so that's why you can go there and download these two files. Okay, so just right now we have downloaded that. Let me go with our VM and start the installation. So I am going to use the virtual VMware VirtualBox VMware workstation. I'm not using Oracle VirtualBox, but you can use that. Okay, so I am not going with that video like how to install the RHEL, how to install the VMware. Okay, so you can check out my another video in playlists. Okay, so just here I will start this Linux server. Okay, so I have zoomed that Linux server. Also we will require a Windows server. So this is here, this is the only demo. I am not going to high availability because I am showing this you how you can install in demo environment. Okay, but this is the same procedure you can follow for installing the same in your real environment, but their architecture will be changed, like some high availability tools may be required. You have to configure this with either Windows cluster, either Linux based pacemaker based clusters. Okay, so this will be the my server. Okay, so just I have already some back thing, like you can set the hostname of this by, let me show you the version. So I am going to install the data protector server on the Linux. Okay, that is RHEL 819. Okay, so steps will be same. Either you can do the same step with RHEL 7, RHEL 8, RHEL 9, and also you can follow the same steps on RHEL 9. Okay, and also if you are going to with Windows installation, then might be some command will change, but overall procedure will be same. If you go through with this video, then you will get the idea how you can simply install this. Okay, so first of all, okay, we have installed that. Now we need to copy that. First we will check the, okay, here IP is most important thing. Okay, because this license is banded with the IP. Okay, so if you take the premium license, that premium license will always bind with the some IP addresses. Okay, so better to plan the IP addresses first, then take the license accordingly. Okay, 192.168.2.0.0.129. I will open a putty session. 192.168.200.129. Okay, sorry. Okay. Let me check if the root is allowed. Okay, so root login is not permitted, so let me allow the root login first here. Okay, let me try to log in. To 168 200 129. Okay, now we are able to log in. So here, this is your Linux server. Let me also copy those files. Okay, so these are the files here. Open in terminal, do the dir the scp-pr. Okay, so root. I will copy it to the 129 inside TMP. Okay, CPPR DP 2.1. Let me check how many space is available here. Okay, proper space is available here. So CPPR out. Okay, let me copy there. Okay, so just meanwhile it's copying there. Let me go through with the simple prerequisites steps. Okay, so just give the host must be fully qualified domain name, or you can also alternatively in local environment you can provide entry in etc host. Okay, so if this is not, then you can use the etc host or host name resolution or local host name resolution. Okay, so basically it's not recommended in production, but for the practical video or your small environment you can use this host name etc host entries also. Okay, so resources minimum 4 GB CPU and 60 GB RAM will be required for small cell manager. Okay, so here you can see that my Linux server has 4 CPU. Okay, and if you check here I have okay, so currently installed RAM is 8 GB only, so most probably I will go get the error. Okay, so first of all we need to change this, but for showing you, I know that I will get the error, but for showing you, if you are also doing with the minimum RAM, then you will most probably encounter this error. Okay, that way I will also get. Before that, just first of all let me install these packages: libnsl, libaio, glibc, ncompress, lvm2. Mostly are already there, most will be already there, but better to do a simple install. Okay, so it's saying nothing to do, but if you don't have this, it will going to give the error to you. Also you will need to install or disable the firewall, either you have to give the required role. Okay, so if you are not going to disable this firewall, then you have to add the rules accordingly as per your environment. Okay, firewall is off. SC. Let me check the SC Linux status. Okay, it's in targeted mode and enforcing, so nothing to do with that. So it's optional to set it to permissive, otherwise it's fine. We'll go with this only. And also we need to change the some kernel parameter. Okay, okay, here just to make some entries. Okay, so most probably our data protector will be copied here. So ls, yes, it's here, and check from here either it's completed. No, it's not completed till now. Oh, okay, 100%. Okay, it's completed. Sorry. I am checking, seeing here, so that's why. Okay, so let me continue with further steps. So now just we need to extract that. Okay, so just cd week, you can also choose some directory to extract that, but I will going to extract it here. Let me see any space is there, let me create a directory. Okay, so I am doing everything in root, but as per your requirement you can create any other users. Okay, it's recommended not to use root. Okay, but this is test environment, so I am doing that. Okay, but it's not recommended at all to use the root. Okay, so I will extract, I will simply extract those right here. Tar hyphen xvz. Okay, xvz here. Sorry, not, I don't want to cheat that, no. Okay, xvf, and can choose the hyphen d ZTP. Okay, add the full path from http/this. Okay, so meanwhile it's installing, sorry, it's extracting the RPMs basically. Wait for some moments. Okay, ls here. Okay, so it's all here. Just go to cd local install ls here and run this command. Sorry, omni setup.sh hyphen installation server hyphen installation hyphen cm shell manager and installation server. Okay, let me, okay, so also we want this as a server, so these are, we will install here. Just it will validate the system requirement, and as we know it will require 16 GB of RAM. So it says here like it gave the error, there are itna bytes but will require 60 GB. Okay, so we can hardly bypass this. Okay, so I don't want to bypass that. Okay, because it will if we will also install that with that, but it will throw errors during the starting the services, and it will stuck at that steps. Okay, so it's better to give what it's asking. Okay, so you can also get this type of error, or your services will install there if you also tweak this and bypass this step, because in Linux everything is file system, so we can tweak that and bypass that, but that is not recommended at all at anywhere, because if you will install that in that way, your services will not start. Okay, so just everything passed, just here we failed. Okay, so we will increase the RAM, as we already know that at what step it will fail. So just go here and power off this, then okay, I'm going to virtual machine setting, and here we have to increase it to 16 GB. Click on OK, start the VM again. And here, okay, just restart the session. Okay, just go inside there. Okay, so here we have to run omni setup.sh and server -im server, installation server will be here, and cell manager will be here. Okay, so we have some bit. Oh, so okay, just proceed with yes, yes, yes. Now it will validate the system requirement. Now everything is passed. You can see that here our RAM is also passed. Okay, so it's still saying value of the kernel parameter 2 is too low. The minimum required parameter is 2.5 GB. Okay, so yes, exit that. Yes, sysctl -p. Okay, just we have increased that. Right now run scan, it will again verify, and what is saying SH max is still failing. Okay, SH max value, the minimum required parameter value is 2.5 GB. Okay, let me exit. SH max SH max to 1. Okay, so we will increase it to 3.1. Okay, don't worry. limits.conf. So we will require the basic understanding of the system also. Okay, etc security limits.com. Okay, also we need to add these lines here. add these lines also. Just I wanted to tell you. Okay, also we need to edit parameter etc securitylimits.conf and one more file what we need to edit, kernel parameter files. Okay, that is cctl.conf. Simply here we will do make it 3 sysctl-p. Okay, now it's changed. I hope we will not get that error this time. Let me check what's is passing all or not. Okay, so right now this is going to installation. Okay, yes, we will want to install. Now this time it's passed. So here intercompany name, of course, take it for now. Okay, intercompany name, asking take it solutions. Enter proxy address. If you have any proxy server, you can provide the address. I am going with localhost only. Okay, port nothing. If you want to skip proxy port, yes. If you have any, then you can provide that. Otherwise, you can skip that. Yes. I think you know what is the proxy server. Okay. So basically, proxy server is sit between you and your current server and your destinations. Destinations would be any other server or client maybe, or it may be the internet. Okay. So we will pass through with that. So that's why it's called proxy. So it's a middleman. You can think like that. Okay, so it's installing, and installation of this can take 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, based on your hardware configuration. It's not any hard time limit. If you have better specification in terms of hardware, then it will take less time, as you all know. So it's installing those packages. Okay. So till that time, wait. Either you can just skip, fast forward that. Okay. So it's saying installation completed. No data protector 24.1 internal database found. It's initializing. Okay. So here I used 24.1, but you can go with the latest version 24.4. Okay. So everything will remain same. No major changes there. Okay. Just so it will take some more time to initialize the internal database. Okay, so as I already explained, this internal IDB database is the brain of this data protector. Okay, because it stores all the metadata, like what backups happen, at what time happens, where happens, what objects was there, and what was the size of those objects, everything. Okay, so now it's configuring and starting up the application service, and its step is completed. Starting up data protector services. It's mostly the last step in this complete installation. After that, your server is mostly ready. Okay, meanwhile let me copy the backup software and Windows. So for that, let me just go there. Okay, here. So this I will choose this for our UI. Okay, so here I copied this data protector to follow. Just unzip that here. Let me see the network configuration here. Okay. Sorry. Here either you can use the all, either you don't use anything. It's better to just use ipconfig. Okay, so IP address is 192.168.200.130. Okay, just I will take the RDP of this. Okay, just here provide the password that you have entered during the installation. Okay, so we are here on our remote machine. Okay, so just we need to install that. So just I have unzipped this. Okay, so here only document is here. Okay, here that is here. Go into Windows x86 64, search for setup as another, just run that setup. Okay, so wait for some few more moment to setup to come up with installation UI. Okay, so it's here. Just click on next. Click on accept the terms of licenses and agreement. I understand that. Click on next. Here I will install the data protector cell manager, which control backup and restore activities within the entire data protector cell. Okay, so here I will not choose report server. I also not choose the installation server because we have installed the installation server and cell manager on the Linux. Just we will use this Windows UI, okay, to connect with our cell manager to manage that. Just give your admin password here. Click on next, and here you can choose what you want to install. Okay, so that's good for me. Next, so it's saying it's also requires 60 GB space, otherwise this will also fail. Okay, so wait here. uh, yes, for now just cancel that because we need to increase the RAM, otherwise it will throw the issue. Okay, meanwhile just we will go here. So it's saying starting of data protector services. Okay, it's still in that phase, so we have to wait for that. So once these data protector services will start, just we will tweak one more thing, like we will stop this data protector services and install the um, UI there. Okay, after installing the UI there in Windows or Shell Manager UI, just we will connect both. Okay, so wait till that time, because this is the my laptop and I did not have that much of RAM, because I already assigned 16 GB here, and also we will require more 16 GB there. Okay, so wait, we'll do that. Okay, so here we can see that our installation or upgrade session finished successfully. Okay, so just one more thing we will do that. Okay, so just sorry. Okay, so just we will do one more thing here. etc will set the path. See profile D. Let me create a dp.sh file there. Okay, so here just I will do okay, path is equal to export path. Let me compile and check. Okay, it's fine. Let me what the okay, fine. Okay. Okay, let me open. Okay, so our installation is completed. Right now, just we will do one thing. Okay, so okay, so most all the services are up and running fine except HPDP age MQ. Okay, so as it's expected. Okay, so we have successfully installed the shell server and installation cell manager installation server here. Okay, one more thing we need to check whether we have installed that or not. Systemctl status x init status x init. Okay, and list all, sorry, we need to why lsblk command not found. tc profile dot here we have created db, I guess. cd etc cd profile dot db ls here. Okay, it means during the entry we have mistaken something. I guess let me try to log in from here. Okay, it's fine. Okay, one more time check. Only see. Only this. Okay. So ls command is not working. Okay, it means we have wrongly exported something wrong. So here we need to export the path, sorry, $path. You have just put it the percentage here. Okay, opt omni bin, opt omni l bin, opt omni h bin, export path. Okay, so now cd is working but ls is not working. So how you can record that? This type of error can come. So let me solve this. Okay, so fine. So just let me give the full path slash slash a etc profile dot d, and first of all let me edit the dp.sh. Here this is the correct thing, just I by mistake I have done that. What opt omni bin, opt omni l bin. So I am giving this entry so that every time I will come here I don't have to no. It means still something wrong. So just one more time. Okay. Okay, so I hope So for this purpose, for resolving this type of mistake, Linux knowledge is expected. Okay, so if you are not master in the Linux, then most probably you will get stuck. So what happened, why my command was not working there, because just by mistake I have set the wrong path there. Okay, sorry, that's why we were getting those. Right now I guess it's correct. So let me recompile that dp.sh. No such file or directory. Okay, just take a new session, not a new session, we will just take a duplicate session. Okay, so we have our data protector service is already installed, but we are setting the path so that we don't have to give the complete path every time to start or stop the services. Okay, so there just I mistakenly written percentage symbol there. Okay, that's why we are facing the issue. Right now we have just resolved that issue. Okay, so it's fine. Now we'll check any HPE happen status. Okay, so here everything is completely running fine, all services are up. Okay, so our data protector installation server and shell manager is successfully installed here. Okay, so if you are seeing these two services down, also mmd or cr, and for this time it's completely fine. Okay, but let me continue with the installation. So for that purpose I have to reduce the RAM of this current installation server, and we have to increase the RAM of that so that we can bypass. Okay, so just I will shut it down. So no need to shut it down, let me check to increase the RAM. Okay, power of this machine, Windows machine, on which we will install the Cell Manager UI. Also with the power of this Linux machine, our installation is successfully completed. Now we will tweak and reduce this 16 GB RAM to somehow 10 GB of RAM. Okay, 8 GB will also fine. We have completed our installation. So just go into Cell Manager, here edit virtual machine setting. Now just we have to increase this to 16 GB of RAM. Okay, click OK. Power on this virtual machine. Okay, and connect from here. It will automatically connect. Let me again connect. Our Windows machine is rebooted successfully. So provide the administrator password here and connect with that, and we will continue with the installations further. Okay, so why this is required? Because we have installed that in Linux environment, and UI is mostly compatible with only Windows based machines, so that why we will just manage our Cell Manager by using this. Okay, so this is our Windows machine client. Okay, just go to Windows, go here x86 and find the setup. Just you can also find from here setup, run that setup. It will eventually come with installation. Okay, wait for some few more moments. To smart screen come up. Okay, it's here. Next, I accept the terms licenses. Next, I understand and support changes. Yes, next, and to shell manager connector, yes. Accept the agreement, click on next, enter the password of your administrator account, next, 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 success, 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 success. Okay, so click on next, enable auditing 19 month, okay, fine. And database service and application server account. No, back. Will you require this feature? Okay. This agent user interface. We will require only user interface here. Okay, English documentation. We will not require the installation server because we already install that. So we will require the user manager interface. Next. And the request server are going to use application server. Okay, next. Install that. Okay, meanwhile let me check the user account. Fine. So wait for a few more moments. Okay, let me start the data protector server 2. Okay, so omnisb stop will command is the command that will use to stop the data protector services. Okay, and omnisb start command will be used to start the data protector services. Okay, so we need to integrate with our newly installed the client. Okay, okay, we need to use this command to integrate that. Actually, we will not require the IDB. We will require only clients. So here I think I make a very small mistake. Okay, but don't worry, we can integrate that as well. Okay, so step will be same, but just we need to install client here only. Okay, not with the cell managers user interface. Okay, so we'll wait. Till now, just we will create some users there in our installation server. So just in the same way, I have reduced the RAM from 16 to 8 GB. So that's why we are getting this issue. So we'll wait for some few more moments. It will come up. In the same way, just you can install your installation server and sale manager and the Windows platform. But right now, just we have already installed our sale manager and installation server on the Linux platform. So here, just we want client to connect from our sale manager to manage that. Okay, so wait for this to be initialized. So we will not use this server cell manager, we will use the Linux server cell manager. Okay, so right now I think you have clear concept of how you can just install the CL manager and installation server on Windows, and also how you can install on Linux server. Okay, so once this installation will done, we will go further and use DP client to connect with our Linux server. So what is saying? System is okay. HPDP edge is not starting. Okay, HPDP edge and the HPDP edge MQ is not starting. Okay, so we need to wait again, give the same command, and also new session, sorry, not new session, just we require the duplicate session. So I guess you are getting why we are getting this issue, because we have reduced the RAM of that DP server, so errors are expected. So don't only users can add web and username is admin. First of all, we need to use CC secure communication configure here name DB client accept for host. Okay, so DP client configured for secure configuration successfully. Here I have already made what is saying etc host not such file or directory. Okay, so here just I already added DP client entry here in my etc host. Okay, so okay, we need to use this command omni users -add -type w -u user group admin -user client. Okay, set pass. So till that time that is doing that, we will to here close these unwanted sessions, creating confusion actually. So omni users -add -type w user is administrator group is also administrator administrator okay, client is DP client, that is the host name. Let me check other parameters too. So here omni users correct hyphen add hyphen type w hyphen user group admin hyphen name administrator. Administrator hyphen name administrator and client dp client hyphen set pass. Add hyphen type w hyphen user group administrator so command is omni users hyphen add hyphen type w hyphen user group administrator user group admin. Okay, so user group admin name administrator group is also administrator. Group administrator enter your Windows password. It's basically now DP client will able to connect without any password from this DP server shell manager once this will configured. Okay, so administrator successfully to admin group. Okay, it's still an installing page. Okay, one more thing here, we need to check either firewall is enabled or disabled. We need to disable the firewall or we need to add the specific rules. Okay, so I have already, I think, disabled this firewall. Okay, so it's disabled. Okay, so nothing to worry. So this is the last step here. It will also complete, so I will show you how we can just connect with the Linux server shell manager that we installed on Linux server. Okay, so wait for a few more moments. Okay, I guess it's completed here. Now just go into command prompt. We need to use this command omnicc. This is the only important command where you need to run. Configure here. that what is the host name of that DP server. Still OmniCC is not here. Okay, so wait. Okay, so here it's showing the UI for the Windows shell manager. Okay, but we need to connect from, if we need to connect from our Linux shell manager, then what we need to do, just go here, just connect to shell manager. Okay, so right now this is the our shell manager also, because we have installed the shell manager here too. Okay, but our main shell manager will be the Linux server. Okay, so how we can do that? Close here, go into the file. Sorry. Okay, so this is the main UI. So file, connect to shell manager here. First of all, also we need to make the host name entry. Okay, so just go into the file manager, this PC, find the host. Okay, so we need to make the host entry of this DP server. Okay, let me check the IP once more time. Okay, so 129. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is the file. Right click on that, click on open with notepad. Okay, so DP server is entry is here, and also SX. I have made all the host entry as a prerequisites. Okay, so just give the DP server. Okay, before that we need to also do the real configuration. Still OmniCC. DP server. Okay, completely fine. Okay, so now here it's here. OmniCC I can secure communication and configure here DP server. Yes, now it's configured. Now either if we'll use this as a DP client as the shell manager server, then we can also take that Linux as a client. If we take the Linux machine as our data protector server, installation server and shell manager, then here we need to connect from the DP server. Okay, so click on OK. So enter your credentials. So it's asking for credentials. So here it's asking for authentication, no? Okay, so what we need to do, just we have already created the user, it means we have to assign it as the correct group. For now, just give the administrator and password. So it will say invalid user account. It means it's depicted the problem which with this we need to add this omni users correctly. User group admin, administrator, group administrator, client is DP client, set password. Okay, so also we need to all services are active. So just we need to here what we need to do, just close this UI. Okay, so here you have to make it understand this cell manager, DP client cell manager is the cell manager that we installed on this Windows machine. Okay, but we want to connect from the our DP server, means Linux cell manager. So give the DP server here, click on connect, internal error, DBA functions. Okay, just we need to, so it's fine, all steps we have completed successfully. Here I have showed you how we can install that. Okay, so let me check. We will see how we can add a client to our cell manager in next video. Okay, go here. Okay, that's it for this video. Sorry, skip that. Okay, so let me here we will add a client. Okay, so DP server here as a client for this. So just go here, clients, DP client, only one client is here. Click on import clients. Okay, now just give the host name, click on accept host, DP server, click on finish. Okay, saying import host failed. Okay, nothing to worry. Click on add clients. Okay, so import it's for a cell manager. Now go into the backup click on backup is specific. It's file system based backup. For file system backup, click on add backup. Here blank file system backup, click on OK. Like if you want to backup this, here your all client will be shown here. Click on next. It's showing show all backup devices. So backup next. Backup template. Okay. So first we need to configure the backup devices here. Devices. Click on add devices. So device name will be virtual tape disk library local disk. Here we will basically use the local disk to take the backup. Still no, return client, multiple device no. So this is the address, no device found.